Hey everyone, just a little bit of straight talk. On February 28th, after doing our Bible study, I was getting ready for bed and I discovered a lump on the underside of my left breast. I looked at John and said, I think I've got a problem. March 2nd, I was on the phone with my family doctor, who immediately got me into diagnostic imaging at the North Bay Hospital. March 4th, I had my mammogram, ultrasound, and the radiologist came in and did a biopsy on the lump. That was on the Wednesday. We waited until the following Monday to get the initial pathology report, which confirmed that yes, it was invasive ductal carcinoma, breast cancer. That biopsy then went to further pathology to find out what the biomarkers were. And as it turned out, I am triple negative, which means my breast cancer, while incredibly common, is the most common form of breast cancer there is also the most aggressive. Hormone therapy won't work for me. So I'm limited to just chemotherapy, surgery, and radiation. I have cleaned up my eating habits, eating healthier. I'm not eating as much sugar as I used to. I'm taking some herbal supplements that have been approved by my oncologist to try and fight this as best as I can. It is now It is now May 1st. I had my first round of chemotherapy today. I am incredibly exhausted. I thought I was tired before this. I didn't know tired before this. Bottom line is, I'm in for a wild ride. I have 3 months of weekly chemo. Then I will be going to 3 months bi-weekly chemo with immunotherapy every 3 weeks over the next 6 months. They will likely give me a bit of a break after I'm done with chemo to do surgery. I have my own desired outcome for surgery, but we'll have to see when we get closer to that date if anything changes and whether or not my desired outcome is the same as what the surgeon is thinking. Once I heal from surgery, there is a great likelihood that I will have to go through radiation. I am scared. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm the type of person, anybody who knows me knows that I'm the type of person where I like to be able to control the outcome of what's happening in my life, and I can't do that. I am leaning in to my faith. I'm holding on to Jesus. And I'm praying for peace. I'm not praying for healing, because I know one way or another I'm going to be healed. Whether it's on this side of heaven or the other side, I'm going to be healed. So I'm not praying for healing. I'm praying for peace. I'm praying for John. John has worked so hard to get to where he is today. He's sober. He's becoming the man of God I knew he always could be. And this is a roller coaster that if it wasn't for friends and family, I don't think he could handle. Like I say, straight talk. Ultimately, I'm worried about the kids. They're not kids anymore, none of them. But I'm worried about the kids. Because I'm just, in the last year or so, working on rebuilding relationships. Relationships that I had unintentionally let go. Because I wasn't in a place where I could handle being close to people. I'm working on it. I want to spend time with the kids. I want to spend time with the grands. Now things have gotten more difficult in order to be able to do that. My mom, she says that she's okay, but I know she's scared. My dad, stoic Dutchman, I love him to death, I really do, but I know he's concerned. And I'm thinking about everybody else. I'm not thinking of myself. Because that's just what I do. So the time is going to come where I'm going to need to start thinking about me and start fighting for my life. I'm not scared of death. I know where I'm going. There is an absolute 100% certainty in my heart that I know where I'm going. I just don't want to die. I don't want to leave here. I'm not finished yet. At least I don't feel like I'm finished yet. There's so much more for me to do. But God knows. God knows what's going to happen. And I want what He wants. I want His will in my life. First and foremost, always. So, if you've made it this far into this video, I ask that you keep my family in your prayers. I've had to go off work. We have a GoFundMe set up with the hopes that even if everybody pitches in $5, it might help with some of the financial obligations that we have that I can't meet, because EI only gives you so much and it's not enough. Plus we have additional costs now because we have to drive 2 hours to get to Sudbury. And while the travel grant gives you enough to be able to cover gas money and so on, and the hotel fees, it doesn't give you everything that you need. That's, again, just straight talk. We have car payment to pay for, we've got insurance to pay for, we've got phone bills to pay for, we've got other bills that need to be taken care of. And between EI and the travel grant, it's not enough. I'm not begging for money, but if people can help, I would be eternally grateful. If people aren't able to help, share it out, please. Please, just share it out. You never know. You never know. If you share it out, somebody who sees it from your shared post might be able to help. Again, I'm just asking for God's will. And I'm asking for peace. And I'm praying for my family and my friends. I love you all. Thank you for taking time to watch this. Today is day 1. I have 11 to go of the chemo that I took today. before I start in on something a little bit harsher. I'm preparing myself that I'll have to get rid of this, because I was told today that it will fall out. The nurse told me today that only 1 in 100 people who have the chemo that I have in my system right now keep their hair beyond 6 weeks. So I'm preparing myself. I'm going to do everything that I can in order to be able to get to church on Sunday mornings. But if that means that I have to sacrifice going to the farmer's market on a Saturday morning, I'll do it. That doesn't mean that I'm giving up on the farmer's market. That just means that if I'm not feeling up to it, I'm not going to go. John will be there. Elizabeth will be there. But I may or may not be. Thank you so much for watching. And let's go. This is a journey of a life. I'm fighting for a life. I will keep you posted as I'm able. There's no guarantees that I'm going to be able to post videos very often. But if you are following me on Facebook, I do post there. And we'll see how things go. God bless.